There are things, he started to say, but how do you begin such a horrific tale to one so young? Once upon a time there was a town under the spell of what? Unsettling madness? He casually stroked her downy blonde hair, as if appreciating her beauty for the first time. Her small wood-hewn bed framed her like an idyllic picture, just as he always imagined it would. Though it was the dream from a different life, he mentally pictured this very scene 100 times. It inspired him to labor on when he handcrafted each piece. He knew the 9 months would pass too quickly when he started working the wood, and he wanted it to be perfect. Whittling away long, devoted hours on the headboard alone, he lamented that his skill didn't match his passion. Translating what he imagined into what he carved, a broad willow tree in a field of blooming flowers. Where better for his child to lay her slumbering head? She slept, innocent against the backdrop of violence, mayhem, and blood. It always came back to blood, so much of it on his own, still trembling hands. A miasma of despair, grief, and guilt. He only distantly recognized the hollow-sounding voice as his own. He pressed on with the telling of the tale anyway. I've committed some awful things, deeds of which I am not proud, things a child ought not to hear, but things which I must tell you anyway. It hurts to remember, like a dull headache you get when someone wakes you too quickly from a nightmare. The story begins with Holton Owensby, that opportunistic devil. She grimaced in her sleep, furtive sounds escaping as she jostled her blanket. Only then did he realize how sharp his words had become. No matter how many generations down the line she may be, she was still kin. I'm sorry, he whispered as he brushed her head with his hand. But I have known the truth about that demon in men's flesh for far too long and kept silent. He couldn't wait for his father, a good man, mind you, to die before he started spending his money. A few financial setbacks had put him in a state most foul. He was one of the investors in the railroad endeavor through Parsons that slowly proved itself to be a Pyrrhic race. You knew, for those who wanted to know or cared to look, from the leer in his eyes that he had killed in his time.